Instant Pot hard-boiled eggs. This is how us milliners and many other people make hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. Forget the 555 method, this is a much quicker version and it will result in perfectly peeled boiled eggs. Hello, my name is Samantha and I'm from the blog recipethis.com and also the voice behind the Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today myself and my husband, who will be behind the camera, will be showing you the easiest of the easy, healthy air fryer and Instant Pot recipes. The ideal for beginners to Instant Pot and air fryers but want something healthy that is just ridiculously easy to do and just perfect for when you're starting out with your new kitchen gadgets. And of course, this is part of our project of healthy Instant Pot and air fryer recipes. And don't forget to comment below with which kitchen gadgets you have, and also to subscribe to our channel and join our mailing list over at recipethis.com/newsletter, as we do have some amazing Learn Your Air Fryer and Learn Your Instant Pot courses to help you get you started on your kitchen gadgets journey. So to do your hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot is the same regardless of whether you have a 3-quart, 6-quart, 8-quart, or even if you have the really big ones that they've just brought out. You start by loading a cup of water into the Instant Pot. Then once you've done that, you add whichever steamer that you think is best for the job. I recommend getting an egg one if you do eggs a lot. The egg one is fantastic. Have you got that on camera, Dominic? Mm-hmm. Because it's actually got egg slots on it, and you can actually get 2 of these and actually stack them on top of each other and do 14 eggs at a time. But I don't actually eat that many eggs, so it's never really been that useful for me to have 2, but I do have 1, and they're just great for some quick eggs. So what you do is you layer them into the little holes, and as you can see, it takes 7 at a time. So you could do less, you could just do 1, but to me it's a waste of pressure just to do 1. I tend to do somewhere between 4 and 6. When we have egg mayonnaise sandwiches, it tends to be 5 that we use, and then if we're just using it on a salad, we'll maybe do more like 6 or 7. It just comes down to personal preference. So that's all there is to it. You literally put in a cup of water in, add in a trivet of choice, whether it's an egg one or a basic one, it really doesn't matter. Making sure they're secure so they're not going to fall everywhere when it's going under pressure, and then placing the lid on. So lid goes on, and you want to move it from venting to sealing, and then it's time to do your times. I am very anti the 555 method, which if you've not heard of 555, it basically means 5 minutes pressure cook, 5 minutes natural pressure release, and then 5 minutes water bath. Total of 15 minutes plus time to pressure. That's too long for me and eggs. Instead, just do a straight 7 minutes, no extras, and that's all that they need. So either manual or pressure cook button. Set the time up to 7 minutes, and then you're going to wait for the on switch to know that your eggs are going to be getting started and the Instant Pot's listening to you. So there you go, it's on and ready for your eggs. So the eggs are beeped, let's check on them, shall we? Oh dear, we've had 1 crack. That doesn't happen very often, but sometimes if you've got a dodgy egg where the shell's a bit loose on it anyway, then this can happen. But look, the rest of them all look fantastic. So what I suggest you do now is, what I often do, is I will get a jug of water, and then they're fantastic for loading them into. I'm not doing an ice bath here. I don't really like ice baths. I find them too much effort for the eggs. And I'm just getting a jug of cold water so that the eggs will be cool enough to peel. because you know you've got to have serious chef hands to actually touch them directly and start peeling them straight away. So just load them into a jug and then you have them ready for later. And then you can reuse the egg holder each time you want to do hard boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. What I like to do is I like to rinse my eggs under a cold tap before I peel them. That's because they get very hot and it's easier to rinse the shells off them then. So I just give them a quick soak in like that, a couple of seconds, no need to do an ice bath, and then it's time to start peeling them. So now you've cooked your eggs, it's time to peel them and then you can use them however you want. Like I said, I just use a little jug with cold water in. You can use the water to rinse and get rid of the last bit of shell, and it's also fantastic for cooling them quickly so that you're not burning your hands as you're peeling. So let's start, shall we? What I recommend is you bash top and bottom and then do a roll. That way it helps it come off better. I mean, I have this oh my god moment because I can never believe how easy it is to get the shell off. So then, like I say, a quick dunk and it'll get rid of any of the shell. I have to show you that and say, look, wow, doesn't that look fantastic? Because, you know, how easy that came off. So was that a fluke or can I do it again? So a bit of shell on this one already came off, but I'll give it its usual push. And as you can see, the shell just comes off really easily, and then you can move on to your next one. It doesn't matter if any of these eggs crack because they're still good eggs, they might just be more difficult to roll. But this is a cracked one and this is coming off just as easily. So don't worry if your eggs have cracked a bit. So there, that's an example of one that's cracked, but it still looks good. So another one, like I say, top and bottom and a roll. This is how I was taught how to peel eggs by my husband. He's ex-chef, and this is how he taught me how to do them easily before we had kitchen gadgets that made them even easier. He always does them on the side of the sink rather than like me, I use the kitchen worktop. So, crack on top, crack on bottom, roll. Oh wow, I just cannot believe how easily they come off. I have to show you this one because if you look, the shell's actually split open so you don't even really have to peel it. You literally just pull it out like that, look. I mean, isn't that fantastic? And note that I am not doing a water bath here. I am just doing my way of doing it, which is 7 minutes, which I've noticed a few other people have gone to that time in now as well. I think people are sick of the idea of waiting 15 minutes for eggs when they might as well do them on the stovetop for that time period. So, something my husband said to me while we're in the middle of doing these is, which I never knew this fact before, is that darker shells are harder to crack. Well look, thanks to the kitchen gadgets, this egg was actually easy to do, and that's one of them that's supposed to be difficult. So it just shows you that if you actually use these gadgets, it can make such a difference. Right, so for this one, we're going to go close up so that you can see the method for peeling and rolling and bashing them, so that if you want to do your eggs at home, you know exactly how it's done. So, crack top, crack bottom. Then you'll see that the shell starts to crack, and then you do a simple roll like this, and it helps the shell come off much better. So then you just get your nail in under one of the sections, and as you can see, absolutely perfect. Obviously I need to rinse this under the tap because it's still got a bit of shell, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to actually roll them. So then you can dunk them in your water, go back to it, and you've got perfect eggs. So there you have it. That is my method for doing hard-boiled eggs using your kitchen gadgets. Whether you're using the Instant Pot method or the air fry method, both of them work fantastically, whether it's 7 minutes under pressure in the Instant Pot versus 15 to 16 minutes in the air fryer. It's just the way us milliners make eggs. So please comment below with which bread maker and air fryer you have at home in your kitchen. Here in the Milners, we have just a cheap bread maker that we got from Amazon Germany that we had shipped to us, and we also use the Philips Air Fryer XL, which we've had for a few years now. And if you are into air fryers and bread makers, do head over to recipethis.com, as we have a lot of recipes for you to choose from there, and all the recipes that we're mentioning in these videos you can find over there too. Thanks for watching. We have a huge collection of kitchen gadget recipes including air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker and many others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media. Best of all, join our newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter. There we have plenty of printables, cooking time cheat sheets, free ebooks and mini courses to help you along your way in your kitchen gadgets journey.